y'all. Hey, welcome back. Happy Friday. So good to be back on this excellent Friday evening. Today's show is going to be a little different because there are fights tomorrow, but there's no real big fights and there are no real big fights on U.S. soil. But today, what we are going to do is we're going to recap the fight that the most of us watched last night. Okay, the fight card that most of us watched last night. My friend is still getting her equipment there. She
Oh
is.
no, I'm here. Oh no, I'm here. I'm very
Uh,
much here.
y'all.
Yeah.
So Wednesday, I kind of had an out of body experience a little bit, right? I am the queen of tone delivery, but I threw that all out of the window on Wednesday. Well, my friend here, she has been folding folks up on Twitter all day, and she's been very eager to see y'all this evening because she has a couple of few things to say and get up off her chest as well. So, friend, how was your day?
Fantabulous. I started my day early. I got on one of my co-workers' ass, and now he's mad at me. Don't come in my office before 12 p.m. talking about no boxing. And if you do, don't mention my fighter. Come in my shit and say, your fighter is done. I was like, you failed your EMT certification. Now you're a neurosurgeon. Now we got beef. I don't get, hey, this what y'all can expect all day today. I don't give a fuck. I'm going off on everybody today. Don't leave, friend. No,
I'm
stay
not.
here. You gonna need to catch this word.
I'm not going anywhere. I was just gonna read off the names of the people that are in the chat, if that's okay with you.
Hey, no, hey to y'all. Hey to y'all.
Hi, Sean Terrence, Bionic Prince, Jason Pennywell, Coach 67, Sports TV, D21519. How are you? T9's boxing class. We see you. Hey, GD. Hey, Opulent LDTV. Hey, Bella girl. How you doing? And hey, y'all do what Bella asked y'all to do. Please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the Queen's Boxing Talk, please. And thank you. Also, Judge
Even if
Champ.
y'all don't, because we know y'all some hating ass bitches. Even if you don't, we know y'all still watching because y'all be rolling through our content to try to say our numbers ain't good enough. We know y'all here, even though y'all won't hit the like or subscribe button. Stay here and stay mad and stay focused. But for those that like the content and want to be here, y'all stay here. Hit that button. I'm going to run the rest of y'all off tonight, though.
Phenomenal Mexican says, salute Sassy, Neek, and my twin, BOXIANA, apparently.
I guess I'll be nice to you tonight.
Look at that. Random Thoughts, how are you? All Around Strong, I see you. Hey, Benai Wright, how are you? The Boxing Wizard. Oh, first time tuning in, baby. Hold your wig. Okay, we might snatch edges tonight. David Frazier, Neek the baby. Back to sweet Neek. Mike Biggs, how you doing? Hey, Akonzo, how you doing? Hey, Talib Cunningham, what's the going down? Rick Timms, how you doing? What's up, Ari Boxing Talk? I see you, KQKC. My good uncle, how you doing this evening? Let's see. First Degree Sports, I see you. Behind the Lens, how you doing? What up, though? Original American, I see you. Hey, Jay Grant, how you doing? Yeah, exactly, KQKC. Exactly. CP, I see you. Who else we got in here? Y'all come on in. Hey, Nicole Dunkley, how you doing? Yeah, Shakur is a big old lie. What else? Who else? Bear24, how you doing? Y'all come on in. Come on in the room. Hit that like button, okay, so the folks can know we on. Go ahead and start sharing it so the people can know, the girls. The girls are here. We're on, okay? The girls are here. Oh, she done had to put on some lip gloss because she finna do some hard talking. What's up, Drink? How you doing? Ball Swanson, I see you. So let's just go jump right into it, okay? Now, look, y'all. I work a whole lot. My hours are long. And so, unfortunately, because the event was on a Thursday night, I was not able to catch all of the Undercards. I was listening to KQKC while I was in the office as much as I could. I sure do appreciate you, KQKC. He keeps me, in the loop as much as possible. My friend here was also keeping me in the loop as much as possible, but she was able to watch. So, friend, just, let's talk about it. Talk me through what happened. I saw young Abdullah. He can't get no work in the ring because he be knocking folks out. What happened?
He's just a talent, friend. And the more that he continues to show himself, he's gonna be impressive. It's time for him to get some work. No more 6 round fights. He needs some work. And we're done with the 6 round fights. Let's be over with that. Let's get into some 8, 10 round fights. He ready. It's time. He needs some competition, and it's plenty out there for him to touch on.
What is his record right now? How many fights does he have?
I want to say he like 13, 12,
So
13.
okay, so he's
He's
over the
getting up
10.
there because he's fighting every other month.
Okay, so it's over the 10 threshold. Okay. So it's very interesting because Abdullah Mason is fighting at 135. Every time I see him hit the scale, he's basically naked and he has to cover up. He's 19 years old. I don't know how long he's going to stay at 135. With his record being so young, so fresh. I'm not sure if he has a nutritionist and all that stuff. I don't know if he's making that kind of money to invest in that just yet. But I know they probably not want to move him to 140, but he gonna have a time staying at 135. Very interesting because there are a lot of people over at 135 in top rank. So somebody gonna have to start fighting somebody. Do we know who that person was that he knocked out in the first round?
I have no idea who that guy was, but apparently he was a boxer. I don't think he was I don't think he's a warehouse worker, friend. I think he actually takes fighting serious, but he ain't had nothing for Abdullah.
Oh, damn. Congratulations, young Abdullah Mason. Now, question, friend. Have we seen Abdullah Mason's brothers fight on any cards, or are they still being developed?
They still developing. If I'm not mistaken, Abdullah is the only one that's professional right now. I think the other two still in the amateurs.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so the next fight on the docket that I did want to discuss from last night that was not on the main card. I think this fight closed out the undercard. And we were all looking forward to it because they had such a energetic weigh-in situation, very energetic press conference situation, right? And I'm talking about Brian Norman Jr. and Quentin. What was Quentin's last name?
Randall.
Quentin Randall out of Houston, Texas. Okay. So they had very amped up press conference, nice little stare down and whatnot at the weigh-in. Both gentlemen They fight at 147. Quentin is a little bit long in the tooth. He's about 33. And I believe Brian Norman is a little young. He's like, what, 21, 23, something like that. So go ahead, friend, and fill me in on how that went. Because I think I saw maybe the last round or so of that. And
At that point, we were all trying to stay awake. It was, first off, let me say something. I understand we all love boxing, but if y'all gonna do boxing on a Thursday, I would rather it be in the morning. So by the time that I get off of work, I'm kind of like winding down my day. I had to stay awake, and y'all know I'm old. Since y'all love calling me old, I'm old, so I like to go to bed early. By 9:30, I was like, hello, is everybody okay here? Because I'm a tad bit sleepy. Very underwhelming.
well, we had two. I'm sorry. Mhm.
Very much so. It was more underwhelming because of the buildup with those two. We
Mhm.
were expecting like this clash of the Titans. No, it was a lot of windmilling and hugging and sweating on each other. I was very unamused and I was tired. So I kind of took a nap for like 5 minutes. And when I woke up, it was like round nine, and I was like, okay, this is cool. I woke up in time, but I was very much surprised at those two. Quentin, our guy, he from Houston. We said we was gonna support the Houston guy. He was very just there. He was just there. He didn't come to do any more than what he did. I was like, damn, this what you came to give, son? This your last chance for people to get your name buttery in their mouth, and you didn't leave. The steak was raw, and they just brought it to the table.
It was bleeding like it was raw. I
It was
did see
they
that.
both were bleeding.
I did see that much. I was like, I don't know. They don't seem like they was doing much. Who landed to punch the blood of the nose and stuff? What had happened?
I
I don't know.
irresponsible not to go to sleep at 5 o'clock when I got home. Like I should have went to sleep at 5 and woke up by the time. No,
You know
that
you need a nap
I do need a nap.
with your geriatric self.
I know, so elderly. I'm a grandmother as of what I've heard today, and I ain't got no grandkids. Better not. Or whoop a nigga. Go.
OG, hey Gil, how you doing, Il Gil? He says, hey, beautiful queens. He lucky that Frank Martin didn't come to fruition because Frank would have cooked his boring ass. Hey man, we gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Brandon Calhoun, how you doing, Brandon? He says Shakur boring Stevenson. I went to bed with that shit. They literally did pause count. I was like, what the hell is this shit? And Fury Belanga, well back ass needs to be careful with that Ukrainian joker. You know what? The Orca, when that fight, when it gets closer to that fight, I'm gonna give my pick, and we'll talk about it because it's some stuff going on. We'll talk about it. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was rather snooze festish last night. Who else do we have in here? Hey, Coach M, I see you popped in, Gail. How you doing? What's up, Dub? Right side, I see you. Sugar Free Mars, y'all come on in, come on in, come on in the room. Sticks and Jams, I see you, King Grayson. Y'all come on in the room. Come on in the room. So yeah, congratulations to Brian Norman. But from what I could see, and I haven't seen the entire fight, but what I was listening to in the last round that I saw, they were dog tired by that last round, and it just looked like a lot of holding and wrestling is what it looked like.
Daddy?
Hmm?
Did you hear that boy Daddy in that?
Okay, so let's talk about it because you sent me a clip today, and I was a tad bit embarrassed. Okay, so this is what I want y'all to do. Don't y'all never tell me nothing about. I ain't gonna even say it. First of all, happy birthday, Devin Haney. First of all, happy birthday to the 135-pound former undisputed champion of the world, Devin Haney. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope it was all that you dreamed it would be. You should have had good sleep last night. We all think. I'm sorry. Anyway, so look, Brian Norman Jr., he's trained by his father. And there are a lot of father-son duos in this world of boxing. But I don't know if y'all saw the clip going around of the instructions or lack thereof that his father gave him in that ring. Friend, what that man tell his son?
Get in there and windmill, because he didn't know. He said, go in there and windmill for your life, because I don't know what to tell you. Just do it. See what happens. I was like, that some of you daddies just got involved in this because you want to see how far y'all kid could go. And when y'all kids started going too far, you was like, shit, I'm a part of this now too. I could be just like Boosie, and Bill. I can do that. No, they cannot, and he needs to get rid of his father immediately.
So I'm not gonna say get rid of him, but what I will say is it's time. No, it's time to add some
He
other.
told that boy to get in there and windmill, friend.
He didn't say windmill verbatim. He said, "I don't know what to tell you." You figure it out. How do you say that to your guy? At least have some positive energy. His energy, or even if you didn't know, lie. Say you're doing well. Step to the side. Say something, but don't say I don't know what to tell you. How do you do that? Come on, Daddy, Mr. Norman Senior. Don't do him like that. Now that's figuring it out on your own, because I heard a lot of people talking shit, saying Bill didn't do, Bill didn't do, Bill didn't do that. Bill did not do that. I would say it's time to probably add another trainer into the team. Yeah. What you say, friend? Don't go on mute. What you say?
I don't have a word.
Rick, I know what I'm doing. You ain't got to tell me to say former. I know what this is. And it should be still undisputed. The way that motherfucker laid an egg last night, should nobody have went home with that belt. Is we talking? Is we talking? I said I was gonna lay that ignorant ass Nik to rest, but is we talking though? Oh, okay. Pipe down. Anyway, yeah. So congratulations, Brian Norman Jr. But I would implore you to get some more team members in your corner, son. I think that would be good for you. So then we go to the main event card. Okay, we have 35-year-old what's his name, Robson Conceição versus our guy. I don't want to say our guy, the Mexican. The Mexican. All he's missing to me is a cigarette. I feel like he gives me Mayorga vibes because he's so just all over the place with his fighting. But Navarrete came on out to the ring in his cowboy hat and whatnot, like he always does. And that was that was the most entertaining fight on the card. Friend, um, I need you to talk to me about that.
I honestly what's the word? Taken aback. I was very taken aback at the beginning of the fight. Because Robeson came out and he said, "Oh, you're not gonna beat my ass, not in front of all of these people." And for a little minute, he was beating up on Navarrete very much. And I want to say for at least 5 rounds, he was having his way. Very fast, very on target. He looked good, very sharp.
It was sharp.
I've seen Navarrete get hit. That's why we like him so much, because he ain't afraid to take no punishment. But a couple of times he almost got himself very much knocked out. He got a great chin because Robeson was throwing them hoes down. Okay. Um, Good fight. When he came back, I was like, okay, this is the Navarrete I'm used to seeing. The thug in him was showing bright. He had him a couple of Modelos. He was in his zone at this point. Um, it was a good win. I'm ready to see what's next for him. I don't okay, so I'm gonna get to Tim Bradley at another point, but Tim Bradley, you wide back ass person. My kids is here, and I don't want to say the wrong things. You wide back ass. Why would you give that man a Twinkie before his fight just because you've seen him lay up and eat Twinkies before a fight before?
Wait, he gave him a Twinkie before the fight? What?
He gave him a Twinkie before the fight, friend. He was like, I don't know how he can sit up and eat all this stuff before the fight and still come out here and be great. A Twinkie? Tim Bradley, you wide back ass. I wish they would kick you off of TV. I've After last night with Tim Bradley, I've had enough. I don't want to see him on nothing else. He is he's out of control. And I'll get back to the fight now because I've got to go back to Tim Bradley. But the Twinkie before the fight, that might have did it because he ate it. He looks very meaty. He don't look 135 pounds. He looks really close to 154 pounds.
Was that fight at 135 or was it at 130?
I'm pretty sure it's at 130,
I
but
think that was, yeah. Well, yeah, in the ring. Right.
yeah, he's pretty humongous, and there's no shape or form to him. He's just out there himself. Like I've never seen a person that small. They ain't got no abs.
None. He have a little roll on the
He
side.
do. I never seen 130-pound person with no roll. That was crazy to me. I know he had like rehydrated and filled out or whatever, but he had a back flab.
Small one, but it was there.
I don't like it, but the man is talented, so I can't knock his talent. He got out there and did what needed to be done, but he had a Twinkie before the fight. I know he ate it. He just didn't take that bitch back to the locker room and sat it back there with him. You know a junk food eater when you see it.
Well, they said he was eating them laying in the bed during the night before during the fighter meeting. So,
But why would you give him on national television? Like y'all promote healthy
he
living.
did it on TV.
He
See, I
gave
missed that part.
friend. They gave him the Twinkie on national television. The translator had to translate because the goofy man that loves a good sucker for jail stories, what's his name?
Who?
What's the announcer from ESPN? Mark Kriegel.
Mark Kriegel.
He is a sucker for a jail story. Let me tell y'all something. If you had a hard life growing up, don't get your ass up with Mark Kriegel and or anybody and tell them your poor story. Okay? You leave the pores where they at. If you grew up hard, that's just how you grew up, player. The first thing he asked Oshaki, like after he shot gave his little spiel, was like, I heard you, you went to jail. Why the fuck does that matter on national TV right now in front of all of these fucking people?
Is that what he asked that
Bruh, the whole thing was off the chain last night. I don't know what the hell they were drinking, eating over there. It was very much weird. But I don't want to hear about people going to jail or they mama was a crackhead coming up. Like, I don't want to hear. They were talking about Andre's book. They fucked me up with this. And they mentioned his mama. And he was like, I wanted to make sure the description of my mama was depicted correctly. Like, not she's in my life. Like, y'all love crackhead stories and jail stories. Get me the fuck out of here. I don't want to report this shit no more. Y'all, why? Why does it matter that man went to jail? He went to jail.
He's a champion now. Can we do that?
No, but see, that's what I was trying to tell y'all when everybody was mad at me because I was calling folks the pores. Y'all was saying this is why I was telling y'all, build your mentality up and get yourself out that fucking hood and giving your kid a struggle story. You ain't got to have a struggle story to make it. Bronny James ain't got no struggle story. He didn't have the finest of the finest, and he's going to the best fucking school now. You ain't gotta have no struggle story, cause shit like that'll happen. You'll get up in front of people like Mark Kriegel, and Mark Kriegel be like, I heard you went to jail. Your mom was a prostitute. How'd you feel? He even brought up Oshaki mama dying. It was too much for me. It was. See your look on your face. That's how I felt. This is not a tea. This is not an interview. This is not the shade room. None of those people needed to know that at all. A lot of people didn't know that. They didn't know Oshaki's mama died when he was young.
My thing is this: the man just signed to your network. He's gonna have a fight on your network. You could have saved that for when you do his blood, sweat, and tears or something. Like, why would that be the thing that you talk about introducing him to his new home and audience to the people? Come on now.
Very much confused at why that moment, why we had to hear those two things in a span of 5 minutes. Nobody needed to know.
Was he caught off guard?
I ain't gonna say he was caught off guard because he answered the freaking question. It was, I think it's to me the fact that the question was even asked, the
Correct.
fact that you fixed your mouth to mention that boy's mom dying at a young age and then him going to jail. Yeah, he's a trouble fucking youth. What does that matter now that he's a world champion? Did you need to tell people that to make them feel better about him being a world champion now? What's the vibe with that? Y'all don't talk about Shakur ass going to jail, hitting that fucking people at the gas station. We don't have those. No, no, leave. Tonight's the night. Tonight's the night. We here. We don't have those conversations. Why the fuck we talking about Shot going to jail? His mama passing away. Fuck off, Mark Kriegel. You too, Timothy Bradley. Twinkie eating motherfucker. I'm sorry, Linda. I hope you're not watching this show. Please leave if you're watching this show, ain't Linda, because it's finna get ugly in a matter of minutes.
I'm gonna read this super chat. Quest X. Thanks, Quest, for coming through. He says, salute to the one and only queens of boxing I recognize. Thank you. And what did you ladies think about the musty Newark champion last night? Baby, when I say he stunk up the joint, fresh cut white and red onion funky, that's what he did. And we're going to talk about it. We will discuss it. Okay. Let's see. We have Starvinsky Motley. Hey, Starvinsky, I haven't seen you in a while. He says, I retract my statements on saying Core can beat Devin and Tank. I don't know after what I saw last night. Frank, my boy, you should have took that fight. You know, we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about that too. See, do we have anything else? I'm so shocked. I can't say I'm shocked. I'm saddened that they took the time to introduce him to the audience that way. Brandon Calhoun, thank you, Brandon. He says, I just knew the whole night was ghetto.
Very much ghetto. And Andre Ward showed up in a goddamn starter sweatsuit with a hat on. Where you come from dressed like that? I know you ain't that old, Andre. You ain't that much older than me. You older than me, but you ain't that much older than me. Why the fuck you dress like a granddad?
Is he a granddad? He might be.
Maybe he is. He too young to be a granddad. Either way, why the hell are you on national television dressed like a granddad?
Black Truth says Zeus Networks presents boxing. That's the vibe he was getting last night.
It was very much.
Okay, so Navarrete is a very awkward, very just awkward boxer. I was reading the comments. People are, calling him a clubhouse boxer, this, that, and the third. But what I will say is this about Navarrete. He ain't got the best skills. His footwork is trash. But he is going to engage you. Okay? You are going to have to put him down. Because if you can't, he's going to keep coming. Okay? Robson, he boxed a wonderful fight. And when he wanted to mix it up, he mixed it up. To me, he just didn't have enough power. He had a smidgen bit more of power, but a smidgen bit more of stank on them punches. He was catching Navarrete anytime he wanted to catch Navarrete. Anytime he wanted to put something out there, he was catching him with it. But he just kept coming. And while he was coming, he was swinging from every which way imaginable. If the one didn't catch him, the 2 and the 5 was going to catch him. He wasn't on no kind of beat. There's no way you can time him. You know how some boxers can wait and watch and time. Ain't no timing Navarrete because he offbeat. He offbeat. So his best asset is that he has heavy hands and he has a chin. That will take you far. It has taken him far. But he is a young man. And I'm not sure how far he's going to be able to go with that. I'm not sure how long his career will last with that. But right now, it's working for him. It's working for him. Had not been for the heavy-handedness of him, he would have lost that fight last night. Because Robson Conceição boxed his head off. He boxed his ears off. He just got caught. And those 2 knockdowns saved the fight. I stopped like counting rounds after a while because it was just too much for me. And I was just watching the fight. But I was very pleased that it was a draw. And to me, because that is the young gun, they were eager to give him a decision if it was any kind of way possible. The fact that that fight was a draw to me says that really Robeson won that fight. But because of those 2 knockdowns, who's going to argue at this point? I don't know if they'll do a rematch of that fight. I was just very happy that Robeson didn't get an L on his record for that because he is older. The man is 35 years old, y'all. He fought his heart out. I really felt bad for him, but I was happy that he was at least not walking away with an L on his record. So if we see him back, that'll be wonderful. That was his 3rd opportunity at a belt. So I don't know if he'll get another one. Who knows? But congratulations to him for putting on a hell of a performance. It, again, was the most exciting fight of the night. Extremely action-packed. That is the kind of fight you want to see as a championship fight. You want to see some action, okay? And that brings me to the main card, okay? The main event, okay? We had Shakur Stevenson versus Edwin de los Santos, okay? This has been brewing for a minute. Edwin has been calling out Shakur for a while now, okay? There have been claims that nobody wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson. Oh, the people don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. Can we all just stop with that at this point? I mean, y'all can carry on if y'all want to. But I'm going to do you like this. I don't want to hear that shit, okay? I don't want to hear that shit at all. Don't say that shit to me. Not no more. No. Okay? So, friend, I want you to tell me how. Well, I know you've been a torch the tube. So, do you want to go first, or do you want me to give my small assessment? Because mine's gonna be small.
Go ahead, friend. I'll wait till you're done.
Okay. So there are 2 things that I smiled about before the fight. You know, I saw them backstage getting ready for the fight. Edwin was back there looking relaxed with his folks. You know, I loved the outfit. He looked good. He looked ready. I thought we were about to see some good, solid boxing. Pan over to Shakur's locker room. I see him in there getting ready. He got the nice fur. Reebok hooked him up nice. Everlast hooked him up nice. Loved the trunks. I didn't like them green shoes, but I love the trunks, love the fur. He looked great coming out. Great combination. While he was back there, saw the picture, him, Andre Ward, Bud Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, and it's like they crowning him. He the next one. And that was cute. It was all good. Cute. Until you go out there and lay a funk ass egg like you did. Now, I ain't gonna go too hard, because I know what's finna come after mine. So I ain't gonna crush his spinal cord. But what I will say is, this. And this is for all of them. I've done this to other people that I love. You don't have to walk it how you talk it. Okay? You're going to have to walk it how you talk it, or else you're going to be looked at like a joke, a la Rolly Ramirez. The performance that Shakur put on last night was bad, y'all. I'm just not going to even sugarcoat it. It was bad. I thought much more of him than what he showed last night. I was mad at him, because you can't tell people in multiple interviews that you're that guy. You can't crown yourself like you're that guy. I'm him. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't say that repeatedly. You can't be sitting up in the picture. One of these kids is doing their own thing. It's you, goddamn it. You don't belong. You should have got your ass out that picture. You don't belong. You do not belong there. And you got your ass in that ring and you made it obvious that somebody needs to Back to the Future so he could disappear out that picture. Because you don't belong there. I understand people have bad nights. I get it. I understand. But when you are the second coming, you can't look that bad. You were disengaged. You didn't want no smoke. Like none. And my question has always been, even before the fight, before I crown somebody and say they that won, I need to see what you do under pressure. I need to see what you do when you get yourself in a situation, when the shit ain't easy, when it's some adversity. How do you respond? Fight or flight? I got my answer last night. He running. He gonna Carl Lewis me. He gonna FloJo me. He gonna Shakari Richardson me. He gonna Noah Lyles me. That's what he gonna do. He gonna run for his life. That's what he's gonna do. So it was a bad night. Everybody has them, I get that. But the greats, they love to say all the greats have even had a bad night. The greats that have bad nights, they don't tuck their tail and fucking run. You use running. And I'm going to get on Edwin too, because Edwin talked that good shit, and I thought Edwin was going to be able to cut off the ring. He couldn't. Now, I know it was hard because he was running like he was running, but Edwin couldn't cut that goddamn ring off, and I was mad at him for not doing it. Watching that fight 1 through 6, it looked like two cats circling each other with arched backs doing this. But ain't nobody going to engage. They just kept circling each other going. I was mad at y'all. Kept me up on that bullshit. I was very upset about that. Okay. Edwin, round 8 or so, I'm gonna need you to go for broke. I'm gonna need you to go all out. I'm gonna need you jump off in there. All that cha-cha and you was doing in there, that merengue dancing and shit you was doing, it wasn't funny no more around round 8. I'm gonna need you to go get that. Because that's how you was talking. You was talking like you was going to go get that. You didn't do that, sir. So the both of y'all can have several seats. I don't want to hear neither one of y'all say a goddamn thing about being nobody. Last night, the both of y'all look like y'all on the same regular ass level. Decent fighters, but wasn't nothing exceptional about that shit last night. Not Nathan. So, yeah, go back to the drawing board. I'm glad you ain't called nobody out. I'm glad you'd acknowledge that was some bullshit. I'm glad you did all that. But all that nasty ass work you did before this fight, that's why you getting all this work today. Friend.
Let the church say amen. So where do I start? I know where I start. Fight started off, I was like, this already ain't going how I thought it was going to go. I thought y'all told me Shakur was going to beat the shit out of Edwin. That's what y'all told me. Y'all told me he was going to whoop his ass. And if you were watching that fight last night with the ESPN telecast, you would have thought that Edwin did not throw anything, that he was just in there in the ring, and Shakur was just some fucking phenom. Y'all told me Shakur was going to beat his ass. What I saw last night was a track star. Maybe he should switch professions, because I guarantee you he could be the shit in the 100, maybe even the 2. But boxing, and I seen so many Floyd comparisons. Comparing him to Floyd. Shakur don't get hit. He would get hit last night. That's why he was running. He put on a master class. Did he? I'm pretty sure that fight last night was a draw. At best. Shakur does not like to let his hands go. Shakur fills people with power and then he get on his goddamn bike. Let's take y'all back to Nakathelia, the cop that he said that he wasn't gonna lose to no cop. Nakathelia got in there and hit him with one good punch. Shakur said, "No, not today, bitch. Let me get on this fucking bike. Let's go back, cause you got me fucked up. You're not finna hit me." Shakur thought he was Floyd. Like, you know how Floyd be weaving punches and he'll throw a punch as he's weaving a punch? You can't do that, baby. They lied to you. You still that a crying ass a little Olympian that we all saw on national television. You don't look like that guy to me. And he know he was fucked up because the first thing that he said was, I was not myself. And we all saw the fight. I ain't got to tell y'all how fucking piss poor Shakur looked last night. And that's not the first time we seen him look like that. Because like I said, he looked just like that against Nakathelia. I want to talk to his capping ass friend, his fans though. Y'all were the one that was talking all that shit. Had your fucking mouths all juicy and shit, unable to contain your fucking thoughts. Everybody was elderly and old and dumb, didn't know what the fuck we was talking about. Your guy looked piss fucking poor last night. And y'all ain't got shit. Wait, it went from he wasn't feeling good to his hand was hurt. Bob said it was his shoulder. My mama said it was his neck. His mama said it was his ankle. His baby mama said he had a stomach ache. I'm very much confused at where all it. Then he was like, I'm not gonna make no excuses, but anybody could see I wasn't myself. Any fool could see you just not as good as we thought. These people have hyped you up. Tank sends that nigga to the gulag.
Friend, what's
Don't leave to the gulag off with his head.
what's the gulag, friend?
Man, it ain't a good place, friend. It's not a good place. It's a place you don't ever want to go. And if you don't know what that is, when you get time, Google is always everybody's friend. Tank sends him there to another region. And then everybody was like, oh, Tank selective with his punches. But that one that's going to connect is going to get him. Because he can't take no fucking punches. But the most entertaining fight, and one of my Twitter partners posted this, and I was like, this is true. I ain't seen this boy in an exciting fight since he was fighting at that gas station. Don't leave. We here tonight, friend, and you're here. Just stand here with the faces. Hello? And I don't want to hear he step up for competition. No, he didn't, because Nakathelia hit him one time and he ran. He couldn't even do nothing with Nakathelia. Then y'all said, oh, well, he's not a power fighter. Really? Y'all be seeing Devin Haney is pillow fisted. If Devin Haney is pillow fisted, what the fuck is Shakur?
He ain't no fisted because his hand was hurt. But no excuses though.
His hand, his neck, his back, his neck and his back. What's next, Shakur? I can't. It's so bad. And then he know he didn't do good. Draw at best. And the first thing he did is got in the car and got on social media, tweeting and fucking deleting. Nigga, we see you. Don't compare yourself to no goddamn Floyd no more, because Floyd know what the fuck to do. You need to get back in the gym and stop taunting niggas. Like, you need to be doing just as much fucking work as they do.
Well, he said he's been in the gym for too
He,
long, since April. So maybe
he,
he was overtrained.
no. He was in there taunting. Wasn't he just taunting Jahan?
And was.
This whole motherfucking build up, he talked about Frank, he talked about Tank, he talked about Devin, Everybody but Edwin. And Edwin was in there actually. Like Edwin said, I came to fight. Edwin wasn't scratched up.
Edwin went to the club last night.
Edwin went home and I almost said something out of line. I ain't gonna say that, but that's how I felt. Edwin had enough energy to go home, do a line, go to the club, and come back home and still be in great fucking shape and mood. Like, he didn't even work. He had a sparring session last night. Never seen an athlete run in 4 corners so fast in my life. Shakur, you are not dodging these punches, baby. You just running. You just running.
You know what made it look that way was because he did not engage. Like, normally, even with the Nik-J fight, friend. Okay, because I ain't finna. I'm not gonna act like I didn't notice, because midway, like maybe around 8 or 9, I'm like, why he ain't throwing his left. He not throwing his left. I noticed it. I noticed he wasn't throwing his left. So okay, maybe something wrong with it, but it wasn't nothing wrong with it in the beginning. It wasn't nothing wrong with it in the beginning. He had his granddaddy over there in that corner sweating bullets, begging.
I felt so bad for him last night.
That man was begging and pleading with him to do something. Do something, son. You got to do something. And I just...
I don't want to hear y'all talk about Edwin didn't do shit. Y'all told me Shakur was going to beat Edwin's ass. That's what y'all said. So I'm holding y'all liable. I'm not talking about Edwin, because I ain't never said Edwin was going to get up there and beat Shakur's ass. The thing was, Shakur was supposed to get up there and beat the shit out of Edwin. And
this was supposed to be the fight that put everybody on notice. That's what they said.
He didn't do a goddamn thing. He couldn't do shit because he was chasing Shakur all fucking night. What did y'all want him to do? I would have stood in the middle of the ring with my goddamn arms crossed.
You know what? Edwin Alba did that. He stopped chasing him. He just went to the middle of the ring like, dude, come on. Like, what are we doing here?
Why would I continue to do this? I'm not going to get tired so you can beat my ass. I'm smart. I'm going to conserve my fucking energy and just slow down. Now that we've slowed down, the fans are booing. They were booing from round 3. Okay, let's just be frank for the people that watch the show. Then I'm gonna go back to Tim. Okay, they have been booing for round 3. By round 8, they were leaving your bitch ass, Mr. I can sell it all out. Not to mention the people that were there were talking about so much shit that they had blocked off.
I could see.
I saw it too, but I didn't want to be like, oh, you couldn't sell no seeds. He was already doing piss poor enough. Adding that would just be insult to injury. You couldn't even sell no seats to this, Shakur. The guy that said, hey, I'm Shakur Stevenson. You take what I give you, or you don't take nothing at all. And Devin Haney, you didn't offer me enough because I'm Shakur Stevenson. Shakur, you ain't shit. You and Keyshawn on the same level. I think Keyshawn can do a better job than what you did. I think Keyshawn might just knock Edwin out. And I can't stand Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn stand on business. I think Shakur ain't got it in him. And I think his fans is convinced that he got it and he ain't fucking got it. We looking at the wrong one. Shakur like to fight at the gas station and fight people that he can beat up. He ain't fighting them niggas that's gonna swing back on him. He running from them. I can beat your ass, little puny guy. I see you. I'm gonna punch you and win. I'm gonna knock you out. He knocked him out at the gas station. He ain't knocked nobody out since. Y'all told me Shakur was gonna whoop his ass. Is the ass whooping in the room with us right now? What about last night? Was the ass whooping in the room with us last night? No. So what's going on with y'all guys Shakur? Because it's not giving him a thing. It's giving just him. No D at the end.
when I was watching the fight, before the fight, I think I told y'all that I was really looking forward to seeing them mix it up, because the one thing that I like to see in fighters before I say, yeah, that's a bad motherfucker, is you have to, and the you know who taught me this? Roy Jones Jr. You can be the best I mean, your skills can be impeccable. But if you can't take a punch, if your chin ain't shit, if your jaw get tested and ain't shit, it's only a matter of time, because you box and you're gonna get hit. That man fought last night like he knew he couldn't be touched anywhere. The fainting that Edwin was doing and the response and the reaction that Shakur gave shocked me. He was in there fighting, I don't want to say nervous, but he was definitely in there being
scared. Say it. Scared. He was in there fighting scared. Say it.
Scared.
Yeah.
Scared. All that. And I hate to see that. I really hated to see that for him. As much shit as people give my guy, happy birthday, by the way, baby. As much shit as the people give my guy, what I can say is he got clocked with a good ass. His chin got checked well. And he wobbled his ass over to that corner. He was fucked all the way up, but he didn't go down. Ain't been on his pockets, not never. Was able to get his ass up, go back in that ring, finish the fight. I don't know what happens if Shakur gets chin checked like that, because the way he was running leads me to believe that he know his chin ain't shit. That's what it feel like to me. And from, there were rumblings that he got hurt in sparring. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but that would make sense as to why he didn't want to engage.
And I want to know who said Shakur was ever flat-footed. Y'all be in here lying. See, this is what I mean about you Shakur fans. Y'all come in here, y'all be lying. Y'all told me Shakur was going to beat that man's ass. I don't even like feet. So I know I ain't mentioned no fucking foots. So whoever said Shakur was fucking flat-footed, y'all just lying. Y'all lying. Shakapa lying. Y'all Shakapa lying friends. What the fuck is y'all talking about? And you know what? Drink, I see your comments too. I've been waiting to fucking respond to y'all ass. You want Shakur to be Bud so bad, you can't fucking stand it. Shakur never be Bud. Bud a fucking dog. And you know how I feel about Bud. So for me to say this in front of you right now, you know I'm telling you 100% how I feel. Shakur never be fucking Bud. He ain't got it in him. That dog that Bud got in him, Shakur ain't never got it. He like to talk shit, hide behind fucking social media, and then when he get in the ring, he run. He did the same shit against fucking Edwin De Los Santos. He did against Nakathelia. And if he would have fought the same goddamn what's that boy, the T-boy? You know he popped dirty for that fucking T.
Oh, Oscar Valdez.
And if he would have fought the Oscar Valdez that beat the mangled the fuck out of this wouldn't even be a conversation. He didn't fight that Valdez. He fought a Valdez that wasn't on that shit. And probably ain't no telling how long he been clean. I'm not going back on a motherfucking thing. He a cap artist. His fucking fans are cap artists. Shakur never be Bud. He ain't that fucking good. Y'all stop trying to compare him to the greats, because he done beat some little motherfuckers in some weight divisions for some vacant belts. Let's be frank. Y'all know y'all stop. We're gonna stop phasing this shit. Y'all did the same shit with Clarissa Shields. She got all them fucking belts. She did. How she get them belts? Y'all love talking about shit. Y'all love say we don't know shit about boxing. But I know Shakur belts, all of them were vacant when he fought for him. All of them. And the people that he fought for them vacant ass motherfucking belts. They wasn't shit. I don't like feet. So RBZ, I want you to get to the fact where I never said this nigga was flat-footed. You start there. Until you, if you can't, don't say nothing else. He ain't that good. Y'all sick in the head.
Well,
Tank send him to a place he'll never come back from. That's why he don't want to fight no fucking Tank. And he better leave Tank alone. And y'all might want to leave Tank alone too. Cause that little silver tooth motherfucker catch him up. Oh, that's a wrap. Tank know how to cut off the ring. That's something Shakur couldn't do last night. Y'all gonna have to stop. Cause winter is here. And I'm here for the motherfucking shit.
well, you know what I also thought about after just mulling over the fight all day today, reading social media and all the different comments and commentary on one Shakur Stevenson. I noticed that he came into this fight and I think he weighed 133 pounds. And I think I remember him also making a comment saying that he could still make 130 after he deliberately missed weight on the scale that one time. And so looking at his body in there, I think he may have jumped the gun on 135. I think he's probably better suited at 130. I don't know if discipline will allow him to go back down there, but if he came in at 133, I think he could probably make 130 again.
You know why he ain't going back down to 130? I know why. And he just went to fucking Top Rank. It's the reason he got away from 130 in the first place. Then it didn't help that Top Rank got Navarrete, and Navarrete then fought for every motherfucking belt that that Shakur then dropped. Every belt that Shakur dropped, Navarrete fought for it. You know, I don't know shit about boxing, but I know the shit that motherfucking count. You hear me? So with that, it's a reason why homeboy don't want to stay. He not going back down to 130.
I mean, if you're gonna lose your O, you might as well get paid for it, right?
I mean, you might as well. Okay, y'all keep saying bad performance. Nakathelia was a bad performance too. Cause the only decent good fight that y'all can say Shakur did good in is Oscar Valdez. He beat that motherfucking unknown ass nigga from Japan. Who the fuck was Yoshimitsu Alabushibu? Who the fuck was that? Did y'all know him? Absolutely the fuck not. So we're not even gonna count that as shit. He only fought Oscar Valdez. Oh, Jamel.
He beat up Jamel here.
Ooh. Y'all know Jamel, my boy, but come on now, we ain't gonna do that. We not gonna do the fuck that. Ooh. Come on now, y'all be shitting on fucking Tank for not fighting nobody, and who the fuck Shakur didn't fought besides them two?
I don't know, but let me get these super chats before you go back in on the people. Cause winter is here. I don't know if y'all was aware, but yeah, winter has arrived. Stravinsky, he comes back. He says, salute AB for checking Mark Kriegel. Sorry, motherfucker. Andre was doing laps around that mall. That's why he was dressed like that. And this army schedule hasn't had me tune in much, but I catch the replay. Salute, Queens. Thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Even if it is on the replay, we appreciate it. Hey, Writing Yogi, how you doing? She said Shakur was completely off. I didn't even recognize him last night. Hello, my beautiful queens. Hey, girl. Hi.
And you know what, Jack the Ripper? I've been waiting for you to show up because here, now you get to watch this show in a place where you can't comment. Let me tell y'all something about calling me old, okay? I'm not too far away from talking about people's mamas when I feel like you insulting me. If I'm old, put your big back ass mama up here and let's see what she look like. And I guarantee you it won't be a competition for a whole fucking lot of y'all. You calling me old don't make me feel like shit. Ain't shit old about me but my money. And I ain't got much of that. But I'm here. but I got shit to show for it. But that's neither here nor there. Y'all niggas be broke in your mama's houses, driving y'all baby mama car, using her gas money on the internet, capping for people that won't even speak to you. Meanwhile, I'm gonna get a check from doing this, regardless of how much my check is, because y'all be worried about how much we make, how much we bring in, what our channel is doing. Y'all doing all this dick sucking for free, walking around here, dick right up to the back of y'all skull. And when you wake up in the morning, you just open your mouth and they slide right in and they wear you like a goddamn pair of pants all day. I think that's strange to me. Get your fucking mama up here. Let me see what your mama look like, and then let's have this conversation. Y'all don't want to talk about the mamas. Let's not, because your mama old and beat up, probably stank. You might be living with your mama. She might be living with you. Either way, your mamas ain't shit. What? Don't call me old. Cause
But
then
I'm just trying to figure out, how does being called old, why is that an insult? I thought it was a privilege to age.
it's a whole lot of them. They ain't making it to see my age.
That's what I'm saying. It's a privilege to age. If you gonna insult somebody, come with something else. Because I take that as a compliment.
Either way, let me see your fucking mama.
Well, damn. Stavarsky Motley, he came back and he said Timothy looking like Timothy. And that's exactly what he was looking like last night.
And why don't Timothy, before you read that next, let me tell y'all something. I think dick sucking in the boxing community amongst men is a real thing. Because let me tell y'all really be sucking on each other behind closed doors. Okay? That go from your YouTube channels to you professional fucking commentating ass people. The dick sucking is insane around this bitch. Let me tell you, Timothy Bradley, Shakur was not doing a fucking thing. This bitch say he downloading data. If you use that motherfucking phrase one more time, he ain't downloading a motherfucking thing, you round head ass. And why the fuck was he up there in that helmet?
That's what I wanted to know, because I missed all of that. What was that about?
Goofy bitches do goofy shit. Like, you can tell y'all just be lame, ain't got no friends. Like, his wife and his kids is his only fucking friend. Cause why? When he came out with that ding dong out his pocket, friend, I knew he didn't have no friends, and he had rehearsed that fucking ding dong joke on his wife for 2 fucking weeks before he got up there and did it. Get your goofy, big swole head ass out this motherfucking camera in that helmet, Rolly. Rolly, the only person that wear a helmet on Saturdays. You didn't told everybody that you kind of slow. Hand to chest.
What is it? What is it?
Chest. The only people that I see in goddamn helmets like that is people in wheelchairs. And I don't think you in the church, Tim. Fuck is wrong with you? What did that even have to do with what was going on at the time?
The visual that I get when you say hand to chest.
I've been saying, you already know what I'm fucking talking about too. That goddamn Pogosnovich knocked his goddamn shit loose in there. He's still walking around with a damn rattling ass brain. He's downloading data. Look, he's just phenomenal. He was running. What's phenomenal about this fucking track star?
Y'all help me, please.
Then Tim, I seen something about Timothy Bradley trying to fight somebody. I don't know who he was trying to fucking fight. Let me go see, because he was going back and forth with somebody, and hold on, because I have to tell y'all. And if you listen, I know Tim got a belly now, not just a little belly, a big one.
Y'all, let me read these super chats real quick. Oh my good gracious. Okay. J Pitt City, how you doing? Thank you so much for coming through, J Pitt City. He says that's what I was saying. That says a lot more about Edwin's skills than it does Shakur's. Edwin ain't try to cut the ring off. People got to watch Boots versus Karen and watch what Boots did. Okay, J Pitt City.
Dawn fucking Porter.
I know you lying.
I knew I had it somewhere. Sean Porter.
Is this for charity or something?
It's gonna be the battle of the hips, thips, and thighs. What? Sean gonna get up there. This is my moment. He gonna have on a big ass pair of fucking Reeboks. Timothy gonna show up with them fucking suit jacket and some drawers. Cause I swear he be up there at that table with no pants. Don't he look like he don't wear pants? Just the suit jacket and the shirt and no pants. I'm sorry, friend. I'm not going to watch that shit. I want Timothy Bradley to stay in his weird ass place. Like, I want them to get him off TV. I think Tim Bradley and Steve Kim, all them niggas need to show together. Like, they fit perfectly together. Polly Malignaggi, put them all in a room together.
They do seem to fit.
And just go hard.
They do seem to fit.
But I don't want to see dick sucking on national television every time one of Tim Bradley's favorites get the fuck up. I don't mind Bud no more. At this point, we know he gonna get his meat eaten in when it comes to Bud. But the rest of these, he had it all the way to the back, friend. He couldn't even breathe last night. He was just sitting up in that suit, swole.
He was sitting up swole, but then as the fight progressed, it wasn't no more lying you can do. It's no other more line you can do. Then he kind of got quiet a little bit because at this point, the big dog, you got to tell the truth. This is not what we thought it was going to be. But then they got the other people on the panel, the other dudes. Then the excuses started coming. You know, the excuses. We get killed over here because they say we make excuses. We get killed and slaughtered over here because we made excuses. And then he comes out and says, anybody who could see know something was wrong with me. No, because when I know my fighter. When I look at my fighter and I say something wrong with him, nobody want to hear me. But my fighter, even being fucked up, was engaging in battle. That's what a combat sport motherfucker does. They don't retreat and run. That's the part that pissed me off more than anything.
Somebody need to take a fucking bottle and bust Timothy Bradley right in the back of the head. Maybe whatever provocative, whatever the hell that nigga did to him, shake his brain back and he can come back to reality. Because ain't no way he watched that fight last night and was saying the things that he was saying about Shakur. For Shakur to say, I didn't do well. I know I didn't do well. Tim was up there.
Frank, okay.
What? He was sitting back, friend. I mean, hard on national television. Through a straw.
Tevis Smith. Thank you, Tevis. Shakur is giving me Zab Judah vibes. He's the most amazing fighter in history until he gets popped. Then it's, you're a runner, you're a track star. Yeah, that's kind of the feeling that I got too. Tevis Smith also said, I scored the fight 108. Nobody won a round. You know what? I mean, square business. The only reason why Shakur won that fight last night, and the scorecards can kind of tell you that the judges was like, we just gonna get him this shit because he fight on Top Rank and this is their card. That fight, didn't nobody win that fight. In my mind, anybody that's telling me Shakur clearly won the fight, I don't agree with that because he was in retreat the majority of the fight. He controlled distance because he was jumping back at any flinch and any feint that Edwin gave him. He was immediately back. And normally he does that, but he will at least throw another punch. He's going to engage. And I don't want to hear shit because if he knew something was wrong with him, what did the people tell us, friend? Well, if he knew something was wrong with him, he shouldn't have fought. That should apply for everybody. If something was wrong with him, he shouldn't have got his ass in there and fought. That's what he had the nerve to say. I've been going through a lot. It's just been a lot. No, that motherfucking pressure was on your ass last night. That pressure had bust your pipes, sir. You didn't handle it well. The social media pressure and the pressure that Edwin was putting on you. You didn't handle the shit well. You didn't. And I don't give a goddamn if that hand was hurt in rounds 10 through 12, 10, 11, and 12, what they call them, the championship rounds. You supposed to pocket that pain and you supposed to throw your hands. He was in there looking like Adrian Broner, little brother. It wasn't a good look. It just wasn't a good look.
Hank ends that ass. And Devin and if Devin have to chase him, Devin might do him bad too. But Devin not gonna chase him. So I don't even have to worry about that shit. Tank, go ahead, fuck on with that little light skin yellow if you want to and see what happened to you.
Tevis came back. Thank you, Tevis. Tevis says Kerr fought in the manner that they used to claim Floyd food. I did. Wait a minute, what? Kerr fought in the manner they used to claim Floyd fought in.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit confused.
Shakur fought in the manner they used to claim Floyd did, basically.
Okay. Phenomenal Mexican came back. He says 78 had a good point. Kerr's ears are too close to Twitter. Yeah, they are.
He heard, listen, one thing about these young kids and social media, they watch everything. They see everything. And like, y'all know we got our little PR work that we do. We have to tell our people, hey, just don't. You just gotta chill. And it worked. Like the less you say, the more they want you to speak. If you don't say nothing, these people are gonna just stay guessing. What can they say about you if you silent?
Nothing. What you say is stay guessing. Stay guessing.
Even if he thought he did bad last night, he shouldn't have told him. He shouldn't have said that shit. I would be like me.
I don't apologize.
And I'm not, you'll never know that you've made me feel any type of way. These people, these fans, me in general, have made him feel some type of way. I was on rant. I started last night and I woke up this morning back on that same shit with my same 2 feet. I got like 17 tweets in a viral-ish stage right now, like all me. And I don't give a fuck. I want you to see what I'm saying because I want you to get your ass back in the gym because this is where I'm going to separate. Y'all always hating on Shakur from what we actually do. I want you to get your ass back in that gym and be the fucking Shakur that your fans are out here fighting tooth and nail for you to do. I want to see that because there was once upon a time where I supported you that hard the way your fans are. I still do it. I'm gonna do you like I did Magamel. Magamel had to earn his shit back with me. Maul cannot do it. You, Shakur, you got the opportunity to get back in my old ass graces. Cause there was nothing that Shakur can do wrong. Get your ass back in the gym. Get away from these people that's making you feel like you something you not and start all the way over. Because as long as you got this mentality that you better than everybody else, you're going to put on them same fucking performances. When you get to somebody that with some power, you're going to run from him. Because you fighting scared because his power was scary. That's what he said about Nakathila.
That's what I was about to say. This is not the first time that we've heard him apologize for his performance. How many times you gonna keep doing it? How many times you? I'm wondering if this is going to change who he is as a person going forward, as far as how active he is on social media. Because he's one of those who will tell you, "I'm off of here. I'm off of social media," and then 2 days later he'll be back on social media. So I'm wondering if this is going to change how he moves going forward, because I did hear him say, people coming at me like this and booing me and whatever, they doing all this because I go hard on social media. So he's aware that he does a lot on social media. That's why he's getting the backlash that he got for that shit ass performance last night. So I'm wondering if moving forward he's going to tame that a little more and do better in the ring. Very anxious to see who his next opponent will be, because he needs to fight and get people interested in seeing him again. Go ahead.
he better try to make that Frank Martin fight again. Show them motherfuckers I really can be the real nigga. Cause Frank gonna chase you. Frank gonna follow you around. And he
Well,
not tired. What, Frank?
he don't want to. He.
Yeah, you know what? You fuck with Jay Prince. The fucking professional ass lying ass nigga. Find that extra and give it to fucking Frank. He ain't want that much. Just a little bit. You didn't even try to negotiate the shit. He said what he wanted. You was like, oh, bitch, no.
Well, he's definitely not now because he gonna hold that belt like he gonna try to big dog because he got a belt now. So I don't know.
And that's fine. And you know what? Keep fighting that bullshit. And when you finally do get to somebody that's gonna really, really get your ass, that like to chase people, them stalking ass dudes, get your ass knocked out. Cause Tank like to stalk people. And I don't know why we act like we don't know this. Tank is gonna stalk you down. You can run all you want to. He know how to cut the ring off effectively.
Well,
That's one of the most favorite thing that Tank do that I love to see him do. He cuts that bitch off effectively. Fuck around and find out with all that running.
well, I don't think he was going to be seeking that fight out anytime soon. He said he wasn't calling nobody out. He was
God, you're Shakur Stevenson. You can whoop everybody's ass. You can whoop them gas station niggas' ass.
G McCall 09, he says, salute Queens. Last night proves that dude is not messing with Devin and everyone knows it. Dude was running like a crackhead. No filter Tony, aka Uber Gas. Hey Tony. He says the biggest waste of time I could have had a V8. We all needed some pep in our step this morning for staying up watching that foolishness last night. Hey Ari Boxing Talk. He says Frank versus De Los Santos next, maybe.
I'll take it.
I would love to see it.
I
would love to see it. I'll take it too. I take that too.
Oh, Tank ain't gonna see that version of Shakur. Then which version he gonna see?
Which version he gonna see?
I want the one against Oscar Valdez, the non-T having Oscar Valdez. Y'all, we want to see that version. Okay, put that version in the ring with Tank and watch what Tank do with it.
Drink, ain't nobody talking about worried about not Devin knocking him out. No, nobody's talking about that. Actually, I really think Devin too big for Shakur after seeing him and his body and whatnot. I don't know if they're gonna meet anytime soon. I don't know. But tonight is not about Devin. Tonight is about Shakur and how he stunk up the joint last night. Okay, that what we talking about tonight. The only
Go ahead.
Say it again.
I said funkified.
Funkified. Only thing we saying to Devin today is happy birthday. Okay, happy birthday. Happy birthday. And Devin's at 140 right now. Okay. Now, if he decides he want to come back and get that belt up off of Shakur, we'll have that conversation. But we shall see. Go ahead, friend.
I know we finna get out here. Pocket, I want to ask you a question. Name me one fight besides Esau Cruz where Tank didn't land that boom. Tank has a 99% knockout rate. I don't think y'all realize how high that is. A 99% knockout rate is insane. Okay.
I want to address this comment because I hear this a lot. Shakur still beats Devin. He's been doing ever since he was a kid. Why be scared now? KQ, I don't think he's scared. But this notion that y'all feel like Shakur been beating Devin up ever since they was kids, it's really funny to me. And y'all say that because y'all heard that recording that Bill was talking on. And at that time, he was really bigging up Shakur. But I do recall Shakur himself saying that, they gave each other some good work. I do recall. I really recall him saying that, yeah, They gave each other some good work. He had to retract his statement because he did say, I always got the best of Devin. And then when he was checked on it, he had to come back and say, well, we used to give each other good work. So y'all like to pick and choose the stuff that y'all run to the bank with. And if you gonna tell it, I want y'all to just tell it all, is all I'm saying. And then again, you said when they was kids, they both grown men now. And y'all act like folks don't get better and grow and mature and whatnot. But we'll see. Go ahead, friend.
Shakur will outbox Devin, but he couldn't outbox De Los Santos.
Mm.
Y'all need to start there. I don't want to hear shit about Shakur outboxing shit. Him and all his friends need to get in the motherfucking room and get on the same goddamn page. Cause he couldn't outbox a nigga we didn't know. Y'all said he can outbox Loma, he can outbox all these people and get in the ring that with somebody that y'all said he was gonna beat. Y'all told me he was gonna beat his ass and he didn't. So if he couldn't outbox De Los Santos, how the fuck he gonna outbox Devin? How the fuck he gonna outbox Tank with the 99% knockout rate? I need answers fast. Cause he couldn't outbox Nakathelia either. The cop from Africa, who he said he wasn't gonna let beat him. The cop. Help. We need help. Help him. Hurry.
Tony, aka Uber Gas, he says people need to cut it out. Tank will knock him into tomorrow, like Mickey told Rocky. Listen, we are prisoners of the moment right now. Okay, we are being prisoners of the moment right now. He had a piss poor performance last night. I'm not saying his whole career is gonna be shit. I'm not, but we're talking about what just happened last night. I'm not writing him off, but there is a noticeable trend. Okay, we not finna act like we don't see the trend in how Shakur fights when he's in there with a big puncher. We not finna act like that. Him fighting Devin would be a completely different fight, I assume. I need to see what Devin looks like at 140. He could be a totally different fighter at 140. Who knows? But what I do know is that there's a pattern that Shakur Stevenson has displayed when he fights men who are power punchers. Now, we're not going to act like we don't see that. Are we? We're not going to act like that, are we?
Yeah, they acting like they can't. They are legally fucking blind because I'm reading these comments and I am screaming. Devin got very few knockouts. Shakur ain't got none.
Friend, he got a few.
Where? Who he knocked out?
They was a long. Don't he got some? He got some. He got 10. I think he got 10.
Who?
They were probably in the first 10 fights. I don't know.
Devin done knocked out some people in 2019. That was a couple of years ago. I need to know last time Shakur knocked somebody out. And somebody said they got Shakur beating Tank in a 12-round snooze fest. So basically saying he finna run for 12 rounds. Oh, y'all comfortable with that? Let me not say nothing else. Your guy's a motherfucking track star and y'all supporting it.
J Pitt City, he says salute to the queens. That said, y'all gonna be sorry, and I'm gonna be here and Twitter for it. When he gets undisputed and he can outbox Ghost, Tank, and Loma. Okay,
Y'all saying he knocked out the Japanese man? Is that what y'all want me to give y'all credit for?
He TKO'd him, friend.
I know y'all fucking lying.
He did TKO Yoshino.
I can see 7 people. The people in the last 7 comments, they all can knock him out. Y'all mean to tell me that's what we get? Did what we do? He couldn't knock out Jamel here. Did he stop him?
He did stop him. Same way the ref called it off.
Okay. I mean,
Humble Wisdom, how you doing? He says Tank will leave Shakur with that Bradley head. Well, Well,
He
well,
wild as hell. Y'all sick.
well.
Y'all sick.
All I know is this. This is what I do know. Um, Normally I say congratulations to the folks when they win the fight, but I'm gonna reserve my congratulations because I feel like did nobody win that fight last night. I feel like Bob put Shakur where he belonged last night on a Thursday with less than half of that stadium field. I've been in T-Mobile Arena. I saw how those cameras were strategically placed so they only showed the bottom half of the arena because the top tier was empty. I saw the people leaving out of there. I saw how dimly lit it was in there. I'm not going to completely fault Shakur, but I'm going to fault his fans who say he's the best thing since sliced bread. Y'all didn't go support your guy. Y'all didn't have no vacation days to take off and go see him during the middle of the week. I don't want to hear shit about he didn't fight at home because y'all don't give nobody else that grace and mercy. Y'all always talking about, yes, KQ, Devin gonna sell. He gonna sell because he at home. I remember when y'all was cracking jokes. He ain't from the Bay. He from Las Vegas. He didn't sell out when he was in Las Vegas. Them people came to see him. They came to see Loma. Y'all was throwing all kind of shade and all kind of daggers. All I'm saying is this. We all, if we have a favorite boxer or somebody that we favor, and I wish I would quit lying, talking about you don't have no favorites and you so unbiased, you's a damn lie. Anyway, we have all had to sit in this seat because ain't nobody gonna be 50-0. They trying real hard to be, but if they ever mix it up, somebody gonna have to go. So we'd have had to sit in the hot seat. I suggest you learn how to sit in the hot seat when your boxer don't do what you think he gonna do or he don't do what you said he gonna do. Go ahead, get comfortable in the motherfucking hot seat. We all gonna have to be here at some point in time. Okay? It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Put on your big boy drawers.
Pocket, I wasn't shading you or nothing. You new here, so you don't know how I talk to people. So I don't want you to think I'm trying to offend you or anything. I was just saying I was reading your comment and replying to it. So
What
y'all be
is that?
he said he was trying to explain and then he got time.
Oh,
We not timing nobody out, y'all. Let these folks have an opinion. If they not saying too much, let them stay.
I'm gonna stop picking on you, KQKC. I'm gonna stop. But for real though,
I I want y'all to just kind of with this whole he's great thing. We need to see him be great. We need to see him fight through some adversity and a lot he can't do it. He's not going to do it. He's scared.
now
He's
see,
afraid.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say he
So
can't.
I know. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Put the baby out the fucking bag. He told y'all he fought Nakathelia the way he did because he had scary power. You afraid? Get your fucking ass and do your goddamn job. It's your job to fucking fight these people. I don't want to hear running is boxing. I don't want to hear none of this shit that y'all be saying and these excuses that y'all make for this guy. He ain't fucking doing it. He ain't that good. And until y'all can show me something, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see him on my TV. He'll never be a pay-per-view fighter. He couldn't even no. He had the world full of shit. Them people paid money to get in that fucking arena to see him. And they came there just to see Shakur, some of them. Some of them came for the big event. A lot of them came to just Devin and Regis and almost sold they fight out. And he fighting Regis. Folks, they don't know him very well. You do we need to compare the two?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I didn't think we did, but I mean,
Mm-mm.
hey, it is what it is. Get yourselves together, okay? Okay.
All Positive Network. Hey, he says, much respect to the Queens of Boxing. I love your content. If Shakur was that terrified with Santos's power, he will leap out of the ring against Tank.
Now we a Haney podcast. You know what's crazy about when y'all say shit like that? I happen to think that Gervonta Davis knocks Devin Haney out. My friend, she thinks that Devin is going to beat Gervonta Davis. And then y'all come in here and y'all have these little dick sucking points like, oh, this is a Haney podcast. And y'all have no idea. You just got here. You've been here we've been on for an hour and 30 minutes and we finna get the fuck out of here because we don't stay here that long. You've been here for 30 minutes and we're a Haney podcast and we got two different freaking opinions of the shit. I want y'all to come to grips. I want y'all to really, really come to grips with the shit that y'all be saying. Get to know us a little bit first before you come here assuming. Don't come here saying that we don't like Mexican fighters because she like David Benavidez. And guess who my guy is? The king, the face of boxing. All hell, Saul. Yeah, get it right. But don't come here making assumptions. I don't do that.
Boxing fan times 4. He said Shakur wouldn't be able to get through that Devin. Oh, Shakur wouldn't be able to get through what Devin had to overcome versus Loma in those latter rounds. Also, Bud and Ward, teach a man how to squabble. Because that's really what it felt like. It feels like he's afraid to get hit. That's why I always said, as much as I like Shakur, I want to see what he does if that chin get tested. I want to see what he does in a firefight. I want to see what he does. And I know he's a defensive guru. It's not going to be too many opportunities for that to happen. But he's going to be in there with somebody at some point in time where he going to have to motherfucking fight. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. At some point in the game, as you keep progressing and as you keep fighting top tier opponents, there's going to come a moment where you're going to have to motherfucking fight. He ain't want to do that. He don't want to do that. Go ahead, friend.
Oh no, I see you look at it because I looked at it too.
What?
If Canelo is king, who is Bivol? A woman beater. And with that being said, what else you got, friend?
Nothing.
Y'all don't want to go there. I'll run down through there. Yeah, he ran his wife off the block too, and his mama and his sister helped. Y'all ain't never heard Canelo beating no woman, whooping no woman's ass. I don't bring Bivol into this because he's a lady beater.
Thank you, Georgie B. Georgie B. Georgie B. says, great show, y'all. Thank you, Georgie B. We appreciate it. Well,
I want to keep going because I see you're new here and you like to argue, and I'm not.
Yeah, he don't know. He ain't even understanding what you're saying, friend.
I'm gonna let you have.
Yeah.
John Nori, you hanging on by a thread. When I say a thread, I'm waiting for you to stand at the line because I'm gonna shoot you right in the chest. I ain't gonna have nobody else do it. I'm going to do it by myself. Tread lightly, John Nori. Tread lightly, because December is coming fast, and I can't wait to tell you about this energy that I'm having in Florida.
Oh my God. Shakur has one fight left with Top Rank, and Bob did that on purpose. Shakur has on his team and should stay that way. Well, you know what, KQKC? I'm going to be watching with my glasses on to see what Mr. Shakur Stevenson does when his contract is up. Because
if 60 deal, he ain't going nowhere.
If by chance he ends up staying at Top Rank, I don't want to hear a mumbling word. And with the performance that he just put on, I don't know if folks gonna be clamoring to sign him. And if you think Bob set him up and he got another fight left on the contract, what you think he gonna do with that last one?
Loma, and Loma's gonna win because Devin beat Loma. You know, but Loma is Bob's baby.
I know Loma ain't gonna. He not gonna let Loma go out and retire with no loss. I know that. I know that.
Exactly.
So we shall see. We shall see. We have great fights coming up. We have great, and that's what I'm willing to do. Okay, KQKC. I'm willing to wait. I'm not gonna speculate because I have no idea what's gonna happen. Not, I have not an inkling. I don't know. So I'm not gonna come on here and speculate. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I know he gonna do because I don't. I have no clue. I'm gonna be patient and I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna hope that he doesn't re-sign with Top Rank.
Not me. I'm gonna speak my fucking mind. My friend gonna hold on to her shit. KQKC. He in a 360 deal with some 360 niggas. We'll see you back on Top Rank this time next year.
Woo!
He gonna have to sue him like Bud did to get the fuck out that contract. Okay. It's all good. I think I've done enough today.
Well, can you tell the good people, give them any last parting words?
Yes. Thank you for coming through and showing up and hanging out with us. If you are here and like the content, hit the like button, the subscribe button, share this shit with your friends because there's a little rumor going around that this little show ain't shit and we ain't shit and we don't know shit about boxing. But we here. We're having great shows, great turnouts. The people are subscribing. If you don't want to hit the like and subscribe button, hit the thumbs down button. Either way, we gonna be back another fucking day. Shout out to all y'all. We come here, we have fun, we talk shit to each other, but we invite our people back because we want to do this again with you at a later date. So we hope you enjoyed the platform. All the people that's new here, hope y'all enjoyed y'all first show. Come back. We really like this all the time. So
All the time.
all
Okay.
the time.
And baby, you don't want to miss next week's show because we're gonna be turned all the way up. One of my favorite fighters will be fighting next week. Girl, can you believe Thanksgiving is next week? Are y'all going to the grocery store? Have y'all been? Do y'all have y'all vittles together? Lord, my mama coming Tuesday and everything. Anyway, meet us back here on Friday because we will be covering the weigh-in for David Benavidez Jr. and Demetrius Andrade and the entire undercard. Baby, this is a stacked card, so we should have some good stuff to talk about Friday and definitely come back Sunday so we can discuss what happened on Saturday. Okay?
And keep your notifications on. We might do a little something special with somebody special for y'all soon.
Noted. So, with that being said, thank you all for coming out, for staying up, for kicking it with us. We got played last night, staying up late and whatnot. But we hope we gave y'all a little razzle dazzle this evening. We'll see y'all on next Friday. No, we'll see y'all Sunday.
Is there fights tomorrow?
Not really.
Okay, well, we
keep your notifications on.
Yeah, keep your notifications
on. Keep your notifications on, y'all. Anyhow, we love y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming through, for being so active in the chat, for being, as respectful as we ask y'all to be with differing opinions and whatnot. And we'll see y'all real soon. Don't forget, and I know this is like very hypocritical of me, mind your tone and delivery. Okay, we'll see y'all next week.
Fights tomorrow, already said.
Say it again.
And Checo fights tomorrow, already said.
Okay, cool. We'll see y'all on Sunday then. We'll see y'all Sunday. It's gonna be something to talk about. So we'll see y'all on Sunday. Okay, thank y'all. Bye.